Born on September 19th of 1988 to Yugoslavian father and Macedonian mother, Alex's diverse roots would shape the formidable character he would become. His father, a hard-working example, instilled a robust work ethic in him, evident in his early days as a concrete worker alongside his father. As a teenager, Alex's prowess in Greco-Roman wrestling earned him 2 national championships. However, at the age of 14, he shifted gears, trading in the wrestling tights for a stint in rugby. Fast forward to 2011, and Alex stood victorious at the Grand National, playing for Warilla Lake South Gorillas, winning Man of the Match and Player of the Year. He left an incredible mark on the rugby field. Yet, despite his rugby success, his heart had already been captured by the allure of MMA. Initially a means of off-season fitness, he found unexpected success in the sport. However, his entry into the MMA gym wasn't met with encouragement. A passing remark, "You're gonna get smashed," only fueled the fire within him.
Arrogant sort of guy.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, what are you doing here? You're going to get smashed." That's the first words that he said, and I couldn't believe it. I was like...
After a few amateur fights, Alex made a life-altering decision to walk away from rugby and fully commit to MMA. This marked the beginning of his professional journey. Volkanovski's transitions from tackles to takedowns wasn't without challenges. His journey was marked by triumph, and naysayers turned into motivators, laid the groundwork for what would become a legendary career. Armed with newfound determination, Alex, initially dubbed the Hulk,
"Hey, Alex, the Hulk Volkanovski,"
set forth on a path that would lead him to the pinnacle of his division. Standing at 5 feet 6 inches and weighing 210 pounds during his early career, he began training at Freestyle Fighting Gym in Wollongong, New South Wales, Australia. 4 amateur fights later, Alex transitioned to the professional fighting scene. His debut at 25 in Sydney, Australia, ended with a unanimous decision victory. With a record of 13-1, he attracted attention, yet the UFC seemed to elude him.
I don't give a f***.
Despite 3 regional titles in the PXE. Notably, during his time in the PXE, Alex served as a crucial training partner for UFC fighters, including names like Israel Adesanya, Dan Hooker, and Kai Kara France, all training out of City Kickboxing.
I don't give a fuck.
Fair enough.
Don't give a fuck.
The UFC call, when it finally came, brought in a new set of challenges. Balancing life, part-time work, and his fighting aspirations, Alex's resilience became his defining trait. In his UFC debut against Yusuke Kasuya, Alex took a mere 2 minutes to secure victory, extending his win streak to 11. Subsequent fights added to his dominance, leading to a pivotal matchup against Chad Mendes at UFC 232.
Hey, let's see what Chad Mendes does. Let's see if he gets that win. You know, I would like that fight. You know, he's a big name.
Chad Mendes emerged as the first noteworthy challenge in Alex's budding career, a litmus test for the rising star. In a dominant display, Alex secured a TKO victory, showcasing his resilience by overcoming 2 knockdowns. Mendes, post this bout, chose to retire from the UFC. The subsequent showdown elevated Alex to new heights as he faced the legendary Jose Aldo, the King of Rio, at UFC 237, making his debut as a featured fighter on the UFC promo poster.
This episode is brought to you by Leyendas production. Check it out, homies. I'm gonna need your help. I need you to like, share, subscribe to this episode because we need to keep making these. And until we start getting money from subscribers or we start getting money from like Leto Reyes or something like that, it's all up to you. So if you want to see me in London, you want to see me in Thailand, you want to see me in Mexico, you need to like, share, subscribe. What's the 3 words? Like, share, subscribe. Peace.
Alex confronted the former featherweight champion. In a testament of his evolving prowess, Alex triumphed over Aldo via unanimous decision after 3 intense rounds. This triumph thrust Alex into the spotlight of the featherweight division, earning him a coveted shot at the title. The awaited opportunity materialized against UFC Hall of Famer Max Holloway. In a masterful performance, Alex asserted his dominance over the defending champ. The inception of Alex's championship reign was swift and impactful, laying down the foundation for a remarkable journey at the pinnacle of the featherweight division. Following the closely contested first encounter, a rematch between Alex and Holloway was inevitable. 7 months after, at UFC 251, they stepped into the ring once again, seeking to settle the score. The second showdown proved to be even more intense than the first, culminating in a split decision at UFC 251, a result that stirred controversy among critics and fans. Many believe that Holloway had earned the victory, a sentiment echoed by Uncle Dana. Despite the contentious decision, one undeniable truth emerged. Alex had ascended to the elite ranks of the featherweight division.
Believe that, this little skinny bastard? Believe that?
Huh? You gonna get me?
No longer was he merely defeating aging stars. He was now conquering champions and successfully defending his hard-earned belt. The subsequent challenge would not only assess Alex's striking skills but also his resilience. At UFC 260, he defended his belt against highly regarded Brian Ortega. Ortega pushed Alex to the brink, applying a guillotine choke that seemed insurmountable. However, Alex's indomitable spirit prevailed, and he refused to tap, securing a signature career moment with a win over Ortega. With the proposed third fight against Holloway never materializing, Chang Sung-jung, the Korean Zombie, stepped up for the title shot. Alex disposed of the Zombie in 4 rounds, earning Fight of the Night honors, setting the stage for the third encounter at UFC 276 against Holloway to determine the superior fighter definitively. Alex seized his third opportunity to face Holloway and delivered a performance that not only silenced his critics, but also proved his superiority over Holloway.
I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna show you my balls.
No.
This triumph catapulted Alexander Volkanovski's stock to unprecedented heights. His string of success presented Alex with a chance at history, the mythical double champ status achieved by only 3 fighters in the UFC history. Despite already being hailed as one of the best with an impressive resume, Alex aimed to conquer what many deemed impossible, facing the red-hot and dominant Islam Makachev. Islam, often dubbed the second coming of Khabib, shared similarities in fighting style and demeanor with the legendary champion. Alex, living up to his nickname, inspired to greatness by challenging and conquering the rising superstar Makachev. The stage for this historic clash was set at UFC 284 in Perth, Australia. The fight unfolded as one of the most entertaining in UFC history, showcasing elite striking, grappling, and wrestling, a true expression of MMA at its pinnacle. After 5 intense rounds, the judges declared that Islam was the winner via unanimous decision, setting the UFC universe ablaze. The fandom was divided on who truly won. Regardless of the judges' scorecards, many believe that the Aussie had the upper hand due to the knockdowns and ending the fight on top of Islam, seemingly searching for a way out. What remained certain was that the bout elevated both fighters to a level that only they could bring each other to. Now, Alex found himself in a Holloway-like situation as the likelihood of a rematch dwindled with the passage of time. Following the devastating loss, Alex openly expressed that it hit him hard, sending him back to the drawing board. Yet, the duties of a champion beckoned, and his next defense was against the skilled Mexican fighter, Yair Rodriguez. With the burgeoning wave of Mexican champions, Yair was eager to join the ranks. Once again, Alex exhibited his supreme MMA skills, dominating Yair in 3 rounds and securing a stoppage in a spectacular finishing sequence. This victory firmly reinforced Alex's status as top dog in the division. Unwilling to rest in his laurels, Alex scheduled another fight for January 2024, merely 6 months later after facing Yair. His intended opponent was the formidable Ilia Topuria, known for his hard-hitting and dominant style. However, plans took an unexpected turn. In the lead-up to UFC 294, where Islam Makachev was set to face Oliveira, the Brazilian fighter sustained a cut in sparring just 11 days before the event. This threw UFC 294 into jeopardy, and Uncle Dana, ever the orchestrator, faced the Saudis, insisting that Islam must fight. In an unforeseen move, Uncle Dana pulled out the money bags and arranged Volkanovski versus Islam 2 in Abu Dhabi.
Thanks. Good luck, Bellator.
Making it a spectacle for the Middle Eastern MMA showcase. The stage was set for another high-stakes showdown. With mere 10 days to prepare, Alex courageously embraced the challenge. Confident, he declared feeling even better than before and expressed his intent to seek the knockout. Many, including myself, believe his proclamation, considering Islam had been knocked out before. However, Alex's words proved prophetic in an unexpected twist. Contrary to his vision, he found himself on the receiving edge of a spectacular knockout in the first round. A devastating head kick badly hurt Alex, and Islam finished him with punches against the cage. The aftermath of the fight was harsh for Alex. Far from the smiling fighter we knew, he revealed that his mental health was not at his best as the fight approached.
I never thought I'd struggle with it, but I mean, like, for some reason, when I wasn't fighting or in camp, sorry.
despite the risks he took, none of it altered the fight's outcome. Fast forward to the present day, and Alex is recuperating from another loss, this time as a challenger. In his last fight, he was essentially knocked out on his feet. Now he faces Tuporia, a devastating puncher with formidable strangulation skills. However, I believe these doubts are unwarranted, considering the circumstances surrounding Alex in the Makachev rematch. Only time will reveal if Alexander the Great's reign endures or if Alex has truly lost time at the top. We must stay tuned for the unfolding chapters of his career.
I don't give a